We're going to bring him in now. Let's bring in now Phoenix Suns guard Shannon Brown. Shannon, how are you, sir?
What's going on? How y'all doing? How you doing?
Doing well. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, great, man. Thanks for having me.
And, Shannon, let's get right down to it. NBA free agency, it's crazy. It's been wild, and your Suns have been affected. Steve Nash is going to the Lakers. First off, talk about how easy Steve Nash makes the game for his teammates.
Well, first of all, I'm a free agent myself, so I don't really have a team necessarily right now. But as far as Steve Nash, being a great guard, that's exactly what he is. He's a great point guard. He's a, pass first, second, and third type point guard, and, and he can also score the ball. So, he's a threat, with either way. Right.
And looking at it now, a lot of people have asked a question, and they've asked a question about whether or not Kobe and Nash can play together. In your opinion, can these two play together?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, if they couldn't, I'm sure, the franchise wouldn't have brought Steve Nash over that way.
Right.
I think Steve is a pick and roll type, rhythm type player, so I think it's going to take him, a second to find his niche or whatever the case is. But I think, as long as he can get into a pick and roll and get a rhythm, some type of rhythm about his game, and then, obviously kick the ball up to Kobe on the wing and get it to him in a sweet spot, they could definitely be successful.
And, Shannon, looking at it now, last year you averaged a career-best 11 points, and you had a career high in minutes. Was that production just a matter of you getting the time and getting the playing time?
Yeah, it was definitely about that. I've been saying it, and I got a chance to show it, I guess, the last 15, 20 games of the season or whatever the case was. I let my actions speak louder than my words, and I appreciate, them giving me the opportunity. I hate to see Grant Hill go down, but, that's what happened. I just wanted to take advantage of the opportunity, that I had, and, that's what happened. So I think, with more minutes, more production, and, I'm just, blessed to even, be in that position to even make anything happen.
And as a free agent right now, is there a certain team you're looking at this point, or a team's looking at you?
Yeah, I mean, it's a couple, and I'm going to keep that, to myself as of now. But, I mean, me and my agent are, working on a daily basis to come up with a great situation.
We're talking to guard Shannon Brown. And Shannon, you got a great music fest coming up. You got a lot of big names scheduled to perform. Your Woodstar Music Fest starts in August 17th through the 19th in Chicago. First off, what's the motivation behind this music fest?
The motivation behind the fest is the kids, and we're going to try to give away, a couple scholarships and go to a couple schools and try to help them, get new computers and, probably get the kids, new book bags and, stuff like that, just to give back to the kids so they can have a better road to success, with things that they need, starting with the school system. So it's basically the motivation behind it is all for the kids. And, just bringing the city together because there's a lot of craziness going on right now. Bringing the city together for about 3 days, just to let them relax a little bit and, have a great time for a great cause. Right, definitely. And looking at it, Shannon, you got a lot of big names scheduled to perform on Saturday. We're going to start with Saturday. A lot of big names scheduled to perform. You have Estelle, you have Dawn Richard, you have Robin Thicke, and, of course, you have your lovely wife, Monica Brown. Talk about what we can expect on Saturday. I mean, you pretty much just said it all. Expect a great time, great music, great feeling out there in the crowd, and, just everybody coming together, like I say, for a great cause and having a great time, while doing it. And, I appreciate each and every name that you just said, for them respecting, what I got going on and coming out and, feeling it enough to come out and participate, and let Chicago see them a little bit. And looking at it also, Shannon, we talked about your wife, Monica. She can sing, and I got a wife myself. I love my wife, but I always wanted a woman that could sing. You're a lucky man. I'm a little jealous right now, but on a serious note, how cool is it to see your wife perform? Oh, it's dope. Like, I mean, one time, not one time, but like all the time, like when I go watch a sing or whatever the case is, I'm like sometimes I find myself sitting there like, dang, like that's my wife. Like this is crazy. You know what I mean? Right. The crowd going crazy. They singing along to a song. They up waving their hands, clapping their hands, and she just out there doing her thing. And it's almost kind of like a surreal feeling. Like I'm just like, wow, like that's my wife. Like that's actually my wife doing her thing.
And looking at it, we go to Sunday now, August 19th. You got a great celebrity basketball game as well as a hip-hop block party. Let's start with the game. What players do you have scheduled to appear?
It's a couple players that's expected to come out there and showcase their basketball skills, if you may. Got Rico Love, one of the top producers, doing it right now. Got Memphis Hits. Man, we got a lot of people. We got TK and Cash performing. We might have Chief Keef come out there and perform a little bit. So we got some people that's coming out and showing a lot of love and support, man. And I definitely appreciate it from the bottom.
And let's go to that block party now, titled Kangos and 8-Ball Jackets, man. You got a serious lineup here. Rakim, MC Light, Naughty by Nature, Dougie Fresh, Slick Rick. Man, you got a great lineup here. What can I expect with that?
I mean, just the same thing, like a little bit of energy from the 80s, though. They a little bit, they was coming up, in the 80s and the early 90s, and, everybody was feeling it, Like you say, everybody had on their Kangos, everybody was rocking the 8-Ball jackets. The chicks had the big old hoop earrings that weighed like 10 pounds, you know what I mean, with it fried down and laid to the side, man. So it's something for everybody. We got it for the old school and we got it for the new school. So like I said, we're just trying to bring everybody together for a great cause, and we're trying to make this thing, an annual thing. We're trying to make it a success.
And you're a young guy, man. What you know about old school hip hop? What you know about the 80s?
Man, I love music, man. Like I've been into music ever since I could even, think far back. I've been into music. Everything I was doing, I had to have music involved in. I think, that's one of the motivations also into why, I brought it together like I did. And like I said, I got a great team behind me with CMG Captivate Marketing Group, and they doing a great job of, making this whole thing come together.
And where can we find information about the Woodstar Music Festival?
And you can go to www.woodstarmusicfestival.com, and you can follow on Twitter at Shannon Brown and at Woodstar Fest. You get all the information that you need up there, and we got links so you can go straight to get the tickets without going through a whole bunch of process. So post those up too.
And real quickly now, Shannon, I like to sing myself, and I was wondering, you got a lot of great acts, but possibly I could get in. Here's my demo tape. Let me know what you think. Say McNabb, everybody. Say McNabb, everybody. He is the guy. If the Eagles want to fly, everybody say McNabb. What you think? What you think?
I mean, you can get some vocal coaching. Like you good, but you just still need to work. That's all. You know what I mean? I ain't counting you out. I'm just saying, you got the August to come up with something.
Again, Shannon, where can we find information? Put the information out there so everybody can know.
www.woodstarmusicfestival.com, and on Twitter you can follow us at Shannon Brown and at Woodstar Fest.
Shannon, it was a pleasure talking to you, man. Wish you nothing but the best of luck, and let's do it again. Good luck with this festival.
No doubt about it. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for having me on.
Take care.